Last year, a Pellissippi State faculty member was fired after students saw him promoting on social media content that he had made on the adult website OnlyFans.
Should that faculty member have been fired? Or do school staffers have a free speech right to create what they want off the clock? 10 News anchor Shay Smith put that question to legal experts.
In March, viewers reached out to WBIR about a faculty member at Pellissippi State Community College promoting on his X account sexually explicit content. We found that the faculty member was promoting adult content he had created and posted on the platform OnlyFans.
The reality is a lot of individuals find it very hard to make enough money to make their financial security goals. And so people are turning to side hustles, to side gigs, sometimes including online content generation.
It's something schools and colleges are seeing more, whether you know it or not. In Missouri, a high school English teacher was fired from her job after school administrators found her OnlyFans account. In Arizona, an 8th grade science teacher was also fired for her OnlyFans content, as was another educator in Arizona. On his OnlyFans account, the Pellissippi faculty member was playing into the student and teacher role, saying things like, "It pays to study hard and be a good student." In April, we asked Pellissippi State for his personnel file. He also took part in a dual enrollment class associated with Knox County Schools. We learned that on April 1st, he was terminated from his position at the college.
I think that would be a difficult situation for the university to terminate someone for, because they're expressing their First Amendment rights, and that would be freedom of speech and freedom of expression.
But can a teacher, professor, or faculty member be fired for creating adult content on the side, on an ethical or moral ground? Yes.
The college would be well within their rights to terminate an individual for producing this kind of content.
Tim Munyon is the Ergen Professor of Business at the University of Tennessee.
The bigger issue really is the potential non-disclosed conflict of interest, and that, I think, is the primary concern of their HR.
But what about from a legal standpoint? Could someone be terminated for creating adult content outside of work?
Things that necessarily violate the laws of morality don't necessarily violate the laws of man.
Knoxville attorney T. Scott Jones says in an at-will state like Tennessee, yes.
Effectively, in the state of Tennessee, you can terminate an employee without cause, just simply because, for whatever reason, you've determined that you no longer wish them to be your employee.
But Munyon says beyond morals, ethics, and laws, content creating or not, the situation sheds light on a much deeper issue.
I think this is all part of a broader narrative that we need to be aware of, and the reality is, when you think about Americans and inflation, the difficulty of earning enough income, a lot of workers are turning to side hustles or they're moonlighting to try to augment their income.
And of course, that was Shay Smith reporting. We did reach out to officials at Pellissippi State ahead of this story airing and asked if any policies have changed since that incident.
A spokesperson says it's not common practice for the college to modify policies based on individual situations, and the college will continue to address personnel matters on a case-by-case basis.
All right.